Hi, I'm Tony Vehon, owner broker of Weichert Realtors Lake Realty in Gold Canyon, and thanks for taking a minute to check out my latest Gold Canyon market real estate update. Just to let you guys kind of know what's going on, how the market is moving in Gold Canyon, what's happening in this crazy world that we live in at the moment. So let's jump right in. In this particular slide, you can see here, so this is just for Gold Canyon, the number of active listings going all the way back to 2015, where you can see we were running in the 300 range. We had about 300 listings at any particular time in Gold Canyon. You can see here, and this is August moving into September, is the latest on this chart. And you can see that we're probably down to maybe 75 listings. So again, you can see here where we'd moved around in the, 250, 300 range for a long time. Now we are down to 75. So it's crazy for people looking. There's just not a lot to look at. If you look at this particular chart, it just kind of graphically shows you kind of an index. On this end of the scale, it's showing, low inventory. How low is that compared to a higher inventory? And you can see that we're down, we're down in the like 3% range of inventories, seasonally adjusted. So these are just two ways to kind of show that we don't have a lot of homes for home buyers to choose from. If we take a look at this next slide, it's going to show sold listings. So you can see that the sold listings are holding in there, about 50 per month. Well, if we're only having like 75 listings per month and 50 are selling, I'm sure we would be selling more if we only had more listings. So that's probably the only thing keeping this down even where it is, or it would be jumping up to a higher degree. You can see down here in this particular chart, the seasonally adjusted demand, again, it's really high. So on the previous chart, you could see that the inventory was low. On this particular chart, you can see that the demand for housing is really, really high. When we move on to this page, so this is a little more complicated, but here we have months of supply here and absorption rate, how many of these houses are being absorbed. This black line, you are seeing that 80% of the houses coming on the market are being absorbed. They're going back off. So any particular month houses go on, 80% of those are selling within that time. And when we look down here at the month supply, we have probably 30 days supply of houses, which means if no other houses came on the market, we would run out of houses in a month. That's kind of where we're at in the Gold Canyon area. This slide here shows the last 30 days, so it shows where the biggest volume of sales is, what the price range is for that. And so you can see, we have really no houses in the $100,000 range, to be frank. But you can see that the biggest hump here is in that pretty close to around 300,000 range, just a little under, just a little over. That's where the bulk of the sales are happening. And then it drops back off as we get to a $500,000. There are some houses moving in the $1 million price range. But again, the bulk of what we're seeing sell is in the 300, 350 price range. That's in the last 30 days. But if you look in the last 180 days, the last 6 months, it's not much different. It's pretty much the same. We're still in around the $300,000 price range is where the bulk of our sales, where the bulk of people want to be, and then that kind of fluctuates on off from there. So that's kind of what's happening in the sold volume. So I hope this helps give you some kind of an idea of what's happening in our real estate market. Again, the big takeaways here are we remain really low in inventory. If it's, to be frank, a seller's market right now. If you're thinking about making a move, this market won't last forever. So if you're thinking about making a move, this might be a great time to reach out and let me let you know what your house is worth in this current market. It very well might be worth more than what you think. And if you're a buyer, the story here is homes are moving quickly. If you find one you like, you really have to move quickly to tie up that home and get it bought in this market. If you miss one, to be frank, there's houses coming on every day. So it's not like, if you miss a house, you're never going to find a great home to live in. We have a lot of great houses coming on the market. You just have to learn to be ready to go when that house comes on the market. So I hope this is helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next month to kind of let you know what happened in October. So have a great rest of the month of October.